Well, hello to everybody. I'm actually here for my second segment. First one I did on YouTube was my first one. Had to deal with a lobster. It was fantastic. Today I'm actually going to be doing like one of my favorite. I love asparagus. It is probably the only green vegetable I will eat without being brutally beaten. Pay no attention to the oven in the background, that's just preheating. As always, you gotta wash these suckers off. That's with like any fruits or vegetables or anything. Get any kind of pesticides and garbage on it. I like a little pesticide in my food, so I don't wash it that well. So, okay. With asparagus, if you don't know how to break asparagus, it's pretty easy. My wife did all the hard work. You see, this is what I get to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She did all these over here, so I'm very fortunate. I'm actually really bad at this, so hopefully I'm 5 in a row. You just grab the ends and just kind of pull until it breaks by itself, just like that. It'll break by itself. You don't have to do anything special. All you just got to do is kind of bend it until it finds its own weak point and snaps off. Now that beeping you heard in the background, that was our oven. What I did was I turned it on to bake and preheated the oven to about 400 degrees. That's good asparagus baking temperature apparently, at least according to the the recipe that I'm following. It's actually really easy. You just take some cooking spray. I like the Pam. And you just coat it lightly. Nothing fancy. And you take the asparagus, you spread it out. You want to spread it out nice and evenly. You don't really want to have them over top of one another. Then you're going to coat it lightly again. Okay, I like doing that because it lets the salt and the pepper, adhere to the asparagus better. Now you can actually do it to taste. Some people like a lot of salt, a lot of pepper. Some people like a lot of salt and a little pepper. It's really up to you. So usually I do it, just go like this. Go up and down, back and forth a little bit. Okay, that's one. No rocket science about this. Pretty easy. Now if you can see in the frame, which I don't know if you can, I already got my timer set to 15 minutes. Now you can set it as long or as little time as you want. Depends on how you like asparagus. Of course, if you set it longer, it'll be softer. If you set it shorter, it'll be a little more crispy. Now after I've done seasoning everything, I like to toss them a little bit, just like a salad. Just to kind of get some salt and pepper on both sides. Just so you don't bite into one end of the asparagus and just get like one big salty, taste on your tongue. I honestly don't like it when that happens. So I toss it just a little bit. And that's pretty much it, cooking spray, salt, and pepper. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the asparagus and we're going to throw it in the oven for, I don't know, 10 minutes. That leaves 5 minutes left over. So what do we do with those 5 minutes? Well, guess what? I get to make a sauce. I love the sauce. It's the best part. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in the oven. And my wonderful wife, who's manning the camcorder, she's probably going to stop the video for about 10 minutes so these can cook all the way through. And in about 10 minutes what we'll do is we'll make the sauce. And so we're going to try to make them finish together, so when you pull the asparagus out you can put the sauce right on and serve. So I'm going to start my timer. 15 minutes. 10 minutes, we'll start back again, okay? See you in 10. I'm going to go relax, have a beer. Bye.